perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Hello, welcome to Ups and Bros, and this week we'll be talking about balance. And I'm not talking about pure balance, but basically balance between your own passion and a healthy lifestyle. This is the reason why I'm drinking a huge glass of water today, or a pint of water with some ice in there. So over the last 2 weeks, I had the opportunity to meet up with a lot of my good beer friends and share some thoughts and gather some information, some intel about that specific subject. I do think it's something that we don't share a lot about it. We talk a lot about beer, about how much we drink, but we never talk about how are we balancing out this beer lifestyle with our healthy way of living. So I'm speaking of staying in shape, both physically and mentally, right there. So I've been working on this video for a long time, and now I have enough information, enough tips, and also I feel a bit more confident speaking about this subject with you guys, because sometimes it can be a little bit touchy because we're talking about alcohol consumption, and of course we don't have all the same limits, the same habits. So it's something that I think it would be very cool to share after in the comments. Talk about it and get the ball rolling on every side of the spectrum. So to start things off, how am I balancing out my own passion, which is beer, with a healthy lifestyle? I've got to say it's something that I've struggled a lot over the few years that we've been making Ups and Bros. I've had a lot of really not bad issues, but when I take a look back at what I was doing and how I was not hurting myself, but kind of not being aware of the consequences that can be of doing this on a very, very regular basis. So all of this really struck me when my girlfriend announced that we were expecting a baby. I think it really kind of like kicked a switch in my head of now I think it's a good time to do a massive change in my way of living this passion. So of course doing beer videos and all that was all super fun, but it brought me into a level of drinking mostly 2 to 3 beers every single day. Mostly, but it was rough. During summer times, I remember being alone, drinking 2 to 3 beers. Yes, you do feel very depressed after that, and I think it's not something that's very, very healthy. Not something you should definitely not brag about at the same time. So pointing that out, I think it's a good way to look back at bad habits that I had that now are kind of fixed. So that's why I'm sharing this with you guys. So back in December, I took this huge step. I decided to enroll myself into a CrossFit class. I'm zero fitness. You look at my arms, they're like super tiny. Like there's nothing there, but it's such a nice community. I saw in CrossFit what we have in the craft beer industry at the same time, or the craft beer community. Everyone's supporting each other. There's no beginners, and both pros are working together, helping out, giving tips. So it really got the ball rolling. So now I'm very proud to share the fact that I've gained weight. So I'm eating a lot more, drinking less, and also doing this 3 times a week. It's amazing what it does to your body, just moving, meeting up people in another sphere. That's one good point that Nathan from Nathan Does Beer shared with me, is having passions outside of the craft beer scene. Just this will bring you out, do something different. That's something the BOS podcast also mentioned, but it really helped me slowing things down and focusing more on what I really enjoy. One other thing that I do to balance things out is I give myself 2 days of rest. 2 days which I'm not drinking any alcohol. you can crank this up to 3, you can do 1, you can do 5. I think it's just a good way to give yourself an objective and also a reward in the end, because giving yourself 2 days break, the beer at the third time after the 2 days is usually very, very good, and you wait for it and you build anticipation for this beer. I think it's a pretty neat tip to just focus on that, get 2 days sober, and then end up, oh, my light just went out. And then just jump right in, take the camera out, you're fresh, ready to go, ready to do another review, ready to do another video, ready to do whatever you enjoy in beer. Another thing I really love to do is reach out on Instagram, ask people what they think about that. What's their balance? How do they balance beer and an healthy lifestyle? So here's some of my favorite answers from this little question I posted on Instagram. A very good one from Tiffany Alexis, which she's not 50% of BOS podcast, but a huge part of BOS podcast. She's saying, increase gym to 5 times per week, decrease beer to 2 times per week, with a strong arm emoji. Yes, Tiff, you're crushing it. I have 2 really good ones from Celtic Devil and Kaizen Brewing Company, who's just wondering why healthy? Adele in every pint who says, drink beer, eat vegetables, hit the gym, run once a week, drink more beer, plus repeat. Very good schedule. So overall, keeping an healthy lifestyle and also fueling your passion for beer is something doable. You'll gain a lot of good aspects out of it just by maybe slowing down or by pacing yourself in a proper way, saving money, getting better shape, feeling better in general, because alcohol is a depressive. It could be very, very hard on your moral on the long run, so it's something that I think it's worth just maybe slowing down sometimes and focusing on the good things in beer. So that's it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video on balancing your lifestyle with beer, or beer with your own healthy lifestyle, whatever you want to name it. But let me know, what are your own tips? What are your own suggestions? And how are you pairing your healthy lifestyle with beer? Don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next video. Boom, boom.